Welcome to Q&A Wire.
So in this question, as we see, we have to consider the effects of the turbine and also the pump efficiencies on the flow rate, and the thermal efficiencies are to be investigated here. Right? The effects of the turbine and the pump efficiencies and its effect on the mass flow rate and also the thermal efficiency we have to see. So we are using the EES method here. So as you can see here, we have put these are the input data that we have. Okay, these are the input data: the turbine isentropic efficiency, the turbine isentropic efficiency for higher pressure stages, for intermediate low pressure, pump isentropic, work pressure, conditional pressure, all is there. Now there are certain things that you have to see here. This is the condenser exit pump or pump 1 analysis. So these are the values given: P1 equal to P11, P2 equal to P10, H1 that is enthalpy, volume, entropy, temperature, the isentropic pump function assuming constant specific volume, definition of pump efficiency. So what is pump efficiency is given by this one: steady flow, conservation of energy, entropy, and temperature. So this is the condition for condenser exit pump. Okay, these are the conditions for condenser exit pump. We'll see what else are there about open feed water heater analysis and everything. We'll just see. So as we see on the screen, the open feed water heater analysis is these things: steady flow, conservation of energy, the enthalpy, the temperature, the entropy. Then we have the boiler condensate pump or pump 2 analysis. This is the pump 2 analysis. That was the pump 1 analysis, which was that condenser exit pump. Now this is the closed feed water heat analysis. This was the open feed. This is the closed feed. So this is these both are connected. And the boiler one, this is a pump 2, and that was the pump 1 analysis. For each one, we have given certain conditions which we have to formulate in order to understand the EES methodology of solving. So you can see this. This is the trap analysis. It has the pressure, steady flow conservation, temperature, entropy. This is the boiler analysis. This is the turbine analysis that we have to see. So many analysis, different conditions given for the turbine. It may be the enthalpy, the temperature here, entropy, enthalpy again. So these conditions also have to be given for each case. This is of turbine analysis. So as we continue to analyze, these are the condenser analysis and the cycle statistics. So accordingly, we have got certain table which gives you the efficiency of the turbine, efficiency here, the mass of here. So if you see, when we are increasing the efficiency, you will see the mass is decreasing. When we are this is for the turbine. When we are increasing this efficiency of the pump, the mass is almost remaining constant, but again it is decreasing. But here there is a much more difference in the values that we have. We have other things also to analyze. Let's so when we see this table, we have the pressure there and the y and z axis. That are the things that are given on this table, right? Pressure is given, y and the x-axis is given to us. So as we go down, we see the graph between the entropy and the temperature here. So as you see, it's like a hill, right? It's increasing, and after a particular value, it is decreasing. So at each per kilopascals, you will see how it is. So that is the relation of entropy and temperature here. Then we are going to see the, the thermal efficiency, right? The thermal efficiency and the turbine efficiency. Now, if you see, there is a not almost linear, but it's almost linear, but not exactly linear increase in the efficiency that you can see. So as the turbine efficiency increases, there is an increase in the thermal efficiency also. So that is somewhere or the other related to each other. So now as you see, we have the mass and the relative turbine efficiency that we have here. So that you will see that as the turbine efficiency is increasing, you will see that there is a decrease in the mass. Similarly, when we see the turbine efficiency and the pump efficiency here, we will see that when we are seeing this is a thermal efficiency and this is a pump efficiency. So as the pump efficiency increases, we see that there is a decrease in the thermal efficiency, right? This is the thermal one. But if you see this one, there is a decrease here also. Now as we move down to the next one, you will see this is the Y and the pressure one. So you will see there is a decrease here and there is an increase in this side. So these are the relations that we have to plot while we do this question. So I hope you understood this question. Thank you.